The Arizona Diamondbacks complete their second consecutive series win with a 7-3 win over the San Francisco Giants. Hello there, I am Michael McDermott from the AZ Snake Pit, and we're recapping game 97 of the year as the Diamondbacks picked up their 44th win of the season and sent the Giants into a 6-game losing streak. So as before we get into the details of this game, make sure to hit that subscribe button on YouTube, hit the like button as well. Well, and share this video with your friends. So, going into this game, the Diamondbacks sent Tyler Gilbert versus Carlos Rodon. On paper, it's a pitching matchup that doesn't make you feel confident as a Diamondbacks fan. However, the team after Tyler Gilbert was done, the Diamondbacks had a 5-2 lead, so you'll take it. Gilbert gave up a 2-run homer in the third inning. 2-run homer to ex-D-back Wilmer Flores. That was all he gave up. 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, 4 hits in 4 innings. So with the lowered expectations for Gilbert, that was okay. Diamondbacks ended up pulling him after 4 because of the times to the order penalty, which Jack put up a tweet about and showcased that Gilbert really gets punished by times to the order. First time through the order, batters had an OPS of 451 against Gilbert. Second time through the order, I think it was 1,000. So with that in mind, I do think there is potential reliever conversion as there's more talent added to the starting rotation in the next 12 calendar months. So I don't think he's starter material, but at the same time, I don't think he sucks. He doesn't lack value. Right. After they got to the third time through the order, Diamondbacks plugged in Luke Weaver. Weaver had a little bit of control issues in that 5th inning, but managed to pick up a couple strikeouts. That one. I do think that Weaver has blossomed as a short inning guy because his durability isn't starter quality. I don't even think he has enough durability to be a multi-inning guy, but I do think he offers value as a 1 inning, just throw it as best as you can for 1 inning kind of guy. With about a 25 pitch limit before his stuff starts to fall off. So maybe he can close. Maybe high leverage inning. I think that's something to explore as we get closer to the end of the season. And that's about the only thing that will save him a roster spot, if you ask me. But Weaver comes out to start the 6th, hits the first batter in the back, and then gets pulled for Kyle Nelson. Nelson gets a couple outs, but then gives up a double to Belt, and that got the Giants a run closer. It was 5-3, but fortunately that was it against the D-backs bullpen. So Nelson able to hold it there. And it had that kind of feel of the games where the Diamondbacks scored early and often, but then they would watch the game kind of just salted away as the other teams kept chipping away against the bullpen. That didn't happen tonight. The final 3 relievers for the Diamondbacks, so that'd be Kennedy, Mantiply, and Malanson got the job done tonight. Kennedy got 5 out, retired all 5 hitters, although there was certainly some loud contact off Kennedy, but that seems to be like the MO this year, where the quality of contact the run prevention doesn't match the quality of contact and his peripherals, but who knows? Hopefully regression never happens, but Kennedy gets 5 outs. Mantiply comes in, gives up a hit to the first batter he faces, but then retires the second batter on a ground ball to short to get through the 8th inning. And this was a 5-3 lead, and obviously the Mark Melanson and the it wasn't a tie game, so you weren't didn't lack confidence they could pull it off, but you certainly would feel better if they could score a run or 2, which they did. It only took 2 batters to do it. Carson Kelly, long at bat, eventually worked a walk after getting to 2 strikes pretty early in the bat. Then Peralta hit a ground ball just out of the reach of Brandon Belt and kind of just slowly rolled down the right field line for a triple. Probably the second slowest hit triple of the season after Mike Trout's check swing triple. But that was good. Next batter, Ketel Marte, he rips a line drive past a drawn-in Belt for a double. And saw a tweet that said, the D-backs drove in a runner from third with no outs. Is this legal? Shoutouts to I'm Still Hungry 95. One of our fellow writers on the Snake Pit who posted that tweet. Anyway, so then Marte gets a double. That makes it 7-3. They didn't tack on from there, but you felt like, okay, tack on runs. We haven't done that much this year, but that's what they need. We felt confident that they'd get the job done. But even though it was a 4-run lead, Diamondbacks sent out Melanson because they already had him warming. You might as well use him. Situation. They bring in Melanson for the top of the ninth. And he retires to side order, pair of strikeouts. He was throwing some nasty curves. Like, and I said that's the best. He got the curveball working after he struck out Gonzalez facing Yastrzemski. Another nasty curve takes care of him too. There was some really good break on that curveball. If Melanson could pitch like that all season, it would actually be good. Consistently, we wouldn't be worried about the ninth inning. Definitely nice to see Melanson shove it out there. So a nice clean win again by the Diamondbacks. They've been playing very well after the All-Star break. 4 wins in 5 games. Obviously not going to sustain this, but you want to see the team make some improvements in the second half. Back-to-back series wins is a good start to that track to improve. So yeah, a couple nice tidbits. Obviously, D-backs hit 2 home runs early against Carlos Rodon, including at Walker's 3-run homer. After I posted this comment in the Snake Pit thread. So after that happened, Marte ended up striking out on a full count, and then Walker hit a fence scraper on the next pitch. It ended up going through. And you can see how many wrecks that comment get for just irony. As they like to call it, that was an anti moment. Too bad you can't. Too bad it only works when you actually mean it. As Jack likes to point out how anti works. Anyway, that was just a fun moment in the game. Christian Walker have the 3-run home. This is the 3-run homer. Obviously, that gave the D-backs the lead and a comfortable lead, as it was enough for them to put away the Giants. So, Game 3, which I'll be recapping on the Snake Pit, both written and video. Game 3, the Diamondbacks will face Logan Webb with Zach Gallen on the mound. Pitching matchup on paper is a wash. Both pitchers have pitched fairly well this season. I think I'm not sure what the ERA plus numbers are, but the park adjusted ERA, but pretty even pitching matchup. It's going to come down to the little things, I think, if the D-backs want to pull off a sweep of the Giants, which would be a great confidence booster going into their off day, and then a tough series against Atlanta on the weekend.